What up, y'all? I decided to do a beat breakdown of bass Flux because I did a couple of interesting things in it. So, I know we got a few machine users out there that use it primarily as a sampler, but it can do so much more. So, without further ado, anyway, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all what I did drum wise. So I had two drum loops. This one. And this one. So what I did was I went through the two groups and pulled out the individual sounds that I needed. So this is what I was left with. Oops. So you hear that? So this kit, these pads here, are a result of things that I pulled out of these two because I like the way that those sounds work together. Now, in the original soundtrack, there was a bass line that went through it, but all the notes seemed to come in groups of two. So if it played all together, it would sound like this. And once I noticed the fact that they came in groups of two, I broke them up and played them in a different order. So this part sounds like this. Oops. I don't know how if y'all can hear that, but it's going. Because I just changed the order of them. And then when I jump over to the next one, oh, nah, that one is the same. So hold on, let's go back here to this one. So I kind of created my own bass line from those groups of the sets of basses that came in two. And because I couldn't really lift the bass out of there the way I wanted to, I ended up copying this group. If you notice, this and this, I colored them both blue. So this, that's the high end, and I have the lows filtered out. Then on this group, it's the exact same group, but I filtered out the highs, and I actually boosted the lows. And then this way I could pull the bass out because I liked the way that it sounded. So that's the content of these two groups. Then here, what part is this? Other parts that I pulled out of the song. Then I had a section where it was, where we at? Wolverine and Nick Fury having a conversation over some food. And this is this.
Are you gonna tell me why I'm here?
You don't like small talk.
Small talk's for small people. You and me ain't small people, Nicky.
How about you tell me why you think you're here?
Either I'm in trouble, or you need me to do something nasty, 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 nasty.
So I actually broke up their dialogue, put it on various pads, and I knew that I wanted this word nasty to carry out. And that kind of echoed into the next section. What is this group? Oh, this is where I used Massive. So hold on, let me bring this up and show you on screen. All right, so this is where I got two screens. So I got Massive up on the other screen. And what you're hearing is a wobble bass. This is it. And I actually had two of them, so this is the other one. Hold on, let me bring that one up. All right. Whoops. Now, I actually played them both at a lower key. Let me see if I can show the performer. There you go. All right, so these are the wobbles that I set up. Now, for those of y'all that have Maschine 1.8 or later, if you're not using Massive, you sleeping, because they gave it away with 1.8, and Massive is the truth. In this case, I use wobble basses that's typically in dubstep, but I just knew it would kind of add a different flavor to it, so I brought that in after the Wolverine Nick Fury conversation. What is my next group? All right, so that's their conversation. Oh, and this is where I do my drops.
Escuchas los sonidos de MatrixxSoundlab. MatrixxSoundlab.
So I just got a bunch of different artists that, when they say, if I hear Matrix in a song, I pull it out because I don't know where I'm going to use it. Now, I'll throw a link at the bottom so you can hear the entire track, Flux Bass. And then you can hear what I came up with. I got the volume low because my babies are upstairs asleep. So, but if you hit the real song, then you'll get to hear it full volume. And hopefully y'all Maschine users will do more than sample with it, because Maschine is the truth. It's a lot more powerful than a sampler. So that's it.